I really appreciate the opportunity from Manningham Interfaith Network to be part of this amazing and very creative project and very colorful project. My name is Ahmad. I'm chairman of UMMA Centre, and I'm joined by Imam Muddasser, who's the faith leader of our mosque.
Thank you very much, Dot, for having us here. As Ahmad said, it's great to be part of this collective project in which so many different faiths are being represented and to contribute to this.
We've got at the start the name of the mosque, or UMMA Centre, as they say, or Doncaster Mosque. The word UMMA means United Muslim Migrants Association. The centre was established by migrants who came to Melbourne in the early 60s and 70s, and then spread out to outer parts of Melbourne, believe it or not, in those days, to Doncaster, and established a centre which was a former church in 1984. The start of our message is with the name of the centre in itself as an introduction piece. With regards to COVID and COVID response, we have a verse of the Quran and a saying of the Prophet Muhammad. But before we go into that, we'll talk about how, in general, our faith centre responded. So obviously we have a very busy and vibrant centre, like all the other faith centres, and there's a response at an individual level, at a faith level, and at the community level. So, Sheikh Muddasser, what's your reflections on our response at an individual level and at a faith perspective?
So Islam teaches us to be resilient and to remain positive, and despite the different conditions that come upon us, we accept the decree of Allah or God that this was to occur. And what we are encouraged to do is to remain strong in our connection with Allah and turn to Him and recognize that it is He that sends the different illnesses, and it is with Him that the cures for these illnesses lie. So we're required to turn to Him and pray to Him, and this is what we have been doing as a community. Although we haven't been able to congregate as we would normally do in the mosque itself, people on an individual level or within their own family homes have been connecting with Allah and asking Him to alleviate this illness that has come upon the nation and to help us through these testing times. The first section up here is a verse from the Quran, chapter 26, verse number 80. And it is actually one of the statements of Prophet Ibrahim, in which he says that when he falls ill, Prophet Abraham, when he falls ill, he turns to Allah and recognizes that it is with him that the cure for his illness lies. So that would be at an individual level, him connecting with Allah and turning to Him to cure him from the illness. The second sentence or statement down here is from the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, the last prophet, in which he mentions the importance of having a robust and strongly connected community, that he likens the community to a building in which the bricks are well connected and they strengthen one another. So this is like each member of the community, it's contributing to the strength of that wall and helping those that are around them. And Brother Ahmad will speak to us about how the local Muslim community in Doncaster Mosque has helped one another during these the isolation and during the testing times of COVID-19.
Thank you.
Yes. Well, I think the effort that the community puts on daily basis comes really to benefit when a calamity hits. So it's something that we don't just do when calamity hits, but we always do, because the message is there for us to constantly strengthen ourselves, not only within the Muslim faith, but within the wider Australian community, to strengthen ourselves. And so when since March onwards, when this happened, we've been making a lot of effort to connect with the community, do drop-in and check-ins with the elderly people, also to vulnerable parts of our community. We also have a program that we did Melbourne-wide with the Halal Food Bank and Muslim Aid and a few other organisations like Community Care Network, who do great work in the CBD, feeding the homeless. So four of our organisations, we worked across to develop a program for dropping food boxes and donations. That program is still going and will continue to go, but we already had that connection with Halal Food Bank, who've been doing this program for over 6 years and distributing boxes. And similarly with Community Care Network, they've been doing homeless feeding for many, many years. So it's not something you just do when calamity hits. You always do because the strength of that brick has to be always pre-established, like the saying says. So it was quite reasonable. It was challenging, but it was reasonably easier for us to establish that program together, and go to individual homes and do the food donations. And through that, we were able to pick up a lot of contacts of people who needed further support and additional assistance, where it might be financially or well-being assistance, and then we were able to refer those people to support services or to the imams for well-being and other care and so on. And also, in the same vein, in regards to the strengthening the community, I think the effort that Manningham Interfaith Network and all the other faith communities do is a testament that we are always together, and then we always are working towards strengthening each other. So, really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Todd, for having us here. And yeah, it is such a great effort to see so many hands working on the same canvas to bring together and to really reflect upon what the COVID-19, the effect it's had on us as a community. Thank you.
Thank you.